I'm having video on my tablet, and the first thing that I'm doing is I'm going to Effects library, open Effects, and I'm typing Prism Blur. Drag and drop over the video footage, go to the inspector and reduce the blur strength to 0, and then you can play with the aberration strength and distance of your liking. After setting it up, you are gonna have some basic RGB effect. If you want to go a step further in this effect, delete the Prism Blur that you have just added, go to the color page, highlight the node that you're having and press Alt plus S to make a new one. On the right side of the nodes you can see the effects. You can add the Prism Blur from there, leave it over the second one, select the down menu right here and then select power window. Then you can select the circle down there. You can resize it by pulling the corners or the outer side of it to increase the softness. And by doing that, the effect is gonna be applied only inside of it, just as you can see on the right side on your second node that you have just added it. So if you want to focus on the main character, you want to invert it, you can simply do that by clicking here on the invert box next to the circle. And of course, don't forget to reduce the blur strength and play around with the other settings of your liking. And this is the final result. I'm having a video footage on my timeline as well as some background music for a beat, and I am playing it through so I can hear where the beat is dropping. Also, if you made your waveform wider, you can clearly notice where the waveform is bigger, and that's where you want to leave a marker over the timeline, just by pressing M on your keyboard. Once you're done setting up all of your markers, you want to highlight the video footage. Go over your first marker and then go to the inspector, then click the diamond next to zoom, then move one frame forward and then change the values of zoom by a tiny bit. I'm leaving mine on 1.08. Then moving one frame forward again and changing the values of zoom, but this time I'm putting it back to 1000. Then you can press this keyframe indicator which is on the right side of your video footage, so you can have a clear look of your keyframes. Now you just need to duplicate the last two and leave it over the next keyframe. You can do that by highlighting them, holding Alt and drag it to the next point. And once you're ready, you should be having something like this. First step is to duplicate the video footage by holding Alt and dragging it to the second line. Then I'm disabling the first one, highlighting the second one and going to the color page. Right click on the board to create an alpha output and then connect this node to the alpha output. Then you can highlight your qualifier, which is here, and select the color from a video footage which you want to be the glowing one. After selecting the color which you want to be glowing, you can play with luminance, hue and saturation to make sure that you're having all the aspects of the color, and make sure to take your time here because that is the most important part of it. And once you're ready with the qualifier, you can go to the edit tab, highlight the second video footage and create a new compound clip. Then you can enable the first one again and then go to the fusion page. You can preview it if you like. Then highlight the media in and then press Ctrl space to open the node menu. Then you can type glow and add it. Highlight the glow node, go to the inspector and adjust the glow and glow size of your liking. And highlight the glow and press Ctrl space again. This time you want to add the soft glow. Again, the settings is as you prefer. And then you can highlight the soft glow, Ctrl space again and look for color corrector. Highlight it, go to the inspector and then you can pick a color for your glow. In my case, I will pick red to orange. Now I'm going to the edit tab and this is what I'm having. This is with and without it. Starting from the edit page, effects library, titles, and I'm adding a simple title on my timeline. Rename it as you wish, pick a font of your liking and adjust the size of it. Go on the settings and on compositive mode, pick alpha. Then you can get a background flaming footage from Pexels or Pixabay, leave it over the text, highlight it and then go to the inspector and this time on the compositive select foreground. And simple as that, this is your final result. You can use different background textures for it. First you want to go to Effects library, Effects and look for adjustment clip. Take it and leave it over your video footage until it matches the full length. Then go back to Effects library, this time on Open Effects, look for a mirror and leave it over the adjustment clip. Then highlight this adjustment clip and go to the inspector. Select the Effect tab and then you can rotate the angle to -90. And simple as that, you're having the mirrored effect, which is pretty nice for the effort that you just put it. Starting out by adding a text plus over the timeline, highlight it, then go to inspector, rename it of your liking. Also, you can pick a font named Beyond. If you wish, you can increase the size, and you can get that Beyond font from 1001fonts.com. It's free to download. When you did all that, you can hold Alt and drag it to make another one. Then highlight the second one that you have just made, go to the Fusion, highlight Media In, Ctrl plus Place to open additional nodes, look for a glow and add it. Highlight the glow node and fix the glow and glow size of your liking. Then highlight the glow, Ctrl space again, and add a color corrector. And for inspector, you can pick a color for your neo lighting. If you want to create your blinking effect, simply on your second clip, you can skip a few frames and delete what is in between, and that's how you can create a neon blinking light. As you can see, my first clip is having some color grading on it and the second one isn't. So if I want to duplicate what I'm having on the first one on the second, I just need to highlight the second one and then hover over the first one and press the middle mouse button. That way the color grading on the first one will duplicate on the second one. You can see the difference with and without. That way you can save some time if you're having similar shots. For this one, go to Effects Library, then type there solid color and add it over your timeline. Then highlight your solid color, go to the inspector and change the color of it. I'm changing mine to light yellow. Then go to the settings of the inspector and you can increase the values of crop top until you're having a thin line, as you see me doing right now. Once you did that, you can take the transform, which is right here, and then grab it and leave it over the text where you want to be highlighted. You can reduce the values of crop right if it's too long than needed, and then you can reposition it with your mouse again. If the text is not straight, just like mine is, you can increase or decrease the values of rotate angle. And when the line is on the same level as the text, you leave your marker in the beginning of the timeline and then create a keyframe on corp right and increase the values until they disappear. And then go on your timeline and skip 1 or 2 seconds forward and then increase the values of corp right until it reaches the end of the text. And while the solid color is still highlighted, go to compositive mode and select color. That way you will be allowed to see through the solid color without having to reduce the opacity. Then you can move your solid color to reposition it on the places where you want to appear, and this is what you're gonna have.